Hi, this is Artemis Oracle doing a reading today. Very early reading. I'm using some new Oracle cards. I'm using the Maruk X Love Situations cards. And I want to see what comes out for the collective. What messages you need to know at this time. That's for your highest and greatest good. My name is Tan. This is Artemis Oracle, my channel. I hope everybody's having a good night, good day, wherever you are. And I'm just gonna change this to let's see what comes up for the collective. This is not sign specific, this is a collective reading, so take the messages as they resonate. Some will resonate, some may not. They'll try to force a story that isn't yours. So the first card we have is something is brewing. Breaking point, losing emotional strength on the verge. Let's see. Something is being planned. Somebody is planning something, and it may be something that could be a wish come true. It could be something that something that you've really wanted, something that you've been working towards, something that is gonna let you know that you're on the right track, that you're doing everything that you need to do. And it's been something that you've been cooking up for some time. You've been putting in the time, you've been putting in the effort, and you're getting the signs and synchronicities that are letting you know that you're doing what you're supposed to do, what you're meant to do. Let's see how this works. This is supposed to be a love reading. Hypnotized, captured by love, hard to resist, seduced, undivided attention. So you may be hypnotizing to someone, someone may be hypnotizing to you. But let's see. Oh, regrets and paralyzed. These two cards came out together. Feel remorseful, waiting to undo damage. So if this is somebody from the past, this person may be someone you're manifesting, wanting some sort of return, some improvement, some change. This is the person that you've always wanted. Maybe there's some regrets, certain things that have kept the connection stalled in some way, but you're now like considering in what ways you can make things better. Or it could be this person who may be in regret and feeling stuck in the situation and wanting to like course correct with the knowing the path card coming out, you know. But this is someone that is hypnotized by you. It's someone that you feel very much attracted to. You may feel a lot of maybe giving you a lot of attention, undivided attention. Somebody that's hard to resist, or you may be hard to resist to this particular person. Let me see what else comes out. Then we have true love, experiencing wholeness, unconditional love, long-lasting love. The card that really like stands out to me the most is the hypnotized card, because it's like, I don't know, this is the type of person that has a little kind of got you in this way. You know, they have you like rolling your eyes back in pleasure, you know, but it could be somebody that you have very good sexual chemistry with, but also it could be somebody that you are compatible with, that may be in regret, and maybe the something is brewing is them being at this point where they want to come back together. They want to make amends. They want to be, you know, come out of the cold. You know, they may be stuck in some place. They may be holding back in some way because they have some sort of regret, or you may be holding back from them because they've done something that they do regret. Star, renewed hope, a bright future, doing the healing work. Yeah, so it's like somebody wants pleasure. The way this is like kind of showing, like her eyes are rolled back like that. So maybe, like I said, it could be someone had you that way, or you make them that way. Let's see what else comes out. So if you're new here, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. This is now it's Saturday the 14th. I've already filmed, well, I did 2 lives yesterday for Friday the 13th. So let's see what else comes out. This is someone that when you're together, you may feel whole and complete with them. And I know we're complete on our own, but it's like a different level of completeness, you know? If you know what I mean. Like it feels right. Like you and this person may have a bond, and maybe that's what it is. Like maybe somebody trivialized this relationship, but then it's like they're having the understanding that this is something more. This is something that could lead to something. Something that they want to course correct, like I said, because with knowing the path, they already know where they want to go with this relationship. It's just a matter of taking the relationship out of a place where there hasn't been much movement, where things have been stuck, where things have gotten off track. I mean, this person could have been in denial of their feelings too. Maybe they have made it seem as if they're not wanting the same thing, and it's because they have this fear. And that's what's mentioned in the paralyzed card. Paralyzed by love, holding back fear of falling in love. So this person may be in denial, or maybe regrets not letting you know what you truly mean to them, that you're a wish come true. And we did see the star cards coming out. Let's see. Oh, that card just flew out. Passion. I keep saying like this card, like like this connection is one where it was, they probably thought it was just one that was just passion based, where there was a lot of love, a lot of sex, a lot of ecstasy, you know, lustful desire, sexual chemistry, like I said, craving you. Plus, poker face. Yeah, this person is probably trying to keep their trying not to show their cards in some way, you know. If this is somebody that made promises to you, they possibly even disappeared. That may be where the regret is coming from. They probably said and they were going to do things and then never follow through. You know, they misled you in some way. They probably felt like you couldn't really trust them in some way, or they've proven themselves to be unreliable by keeping some level of stagnancy in the connection, possibly even ghosting, disappearing any communication with you, you know, with broken promises. And that could be what a poker face is. That could be your energy, where if this person may be returning, you're not wanting to show as much excitement or about their return, because they have caused you pain, they have caused you sadness, and maybe you know. But with this coming through, it's looking like this person is deciding to make you, or choose you, make you the main lady, the main character, the main female character in their story, you know. They have chosen no interference, focused on one person. This person may want to see what the something is brewing. This person may be wanting to invite you to some sort of vacation, a getaway, weekend getaway, somewhere where you can get away, reconnect with each other. Oh, look at this. Reconciliation is at the bottom. It was underneath being, yeah, they want to reconcile. And the star card came back out. They want to heal the situation. They want to improve the situation. With the reconciliation, main lady, reconciliation, and star. See, and underneath, they want to heal fights. They want to heal arguments. They want to ease any tensions that they may have caused from disagreements, fights that you've had over them. This person may reach out to you and call you, and it may shock you. They may reach out to you and call you. See, they want to cut through any illusions, and they want to end that dry spell. Because they want to reignite that passion. That hopefully this person has good intentions, but with the star wanting to reconcile, wanting to heal, it's showing that it's someone who does have a lot of passion and desire for you, but also sees that you're someone that they value, someone that they can see growing old with, someone that they could see a future with, and they want to course correct the connection. They want to repair any damage they may have caused. And they may be reaching out through cell phone. They may call you. It may call you unexpectedly. They may free you from some self-imposed prison that you may have been in. You probably have been keeping your heart closed. This could be this person too. They may have been keeping their heart closed. You know, closed off to love, to receiving love, being emotionally unavailable. That could have been the energy that they're regretting, you know. Okay, let's see what else we can get. Like, I'm gonna look at the bottom of the deck is ghosting. This person may have ghosted you. See, we have the ghosting card here too. So yeah, this person may have ghosted you. That could be one of the things. And ghosting is like one of the most immature ways that people can ruin a relationship. You know, it's like, face up to your fears. I mean, I've ghosted people, but you know what? No, I have not. I have not. I've been ghosted. It's not cool. Ooh. Okay, timing. Someone's waiting for the right time, you know. The situation can't be forced. Isn't wrong waiting for the right moment to come forward. Waiting for the right time. But it's important to have that realization, you know. See, they're waiting for the right time to clean up, to make amends, to fix the situation in some way, whatever way. It could be with an apology, taking accountability for their own actions, making positive changes to improve the relationship. This person, if there has been significant time with the ghosting or non-communication or no contact, the time may have allowed this person a chance to grow, to develop, to get understanding, to be enlightened in some way. Maybe changing the way they think, the way they show up in relationships. Maybe even toxic ideas of how they were supposed to be in relationships, you know, because if you think about the fights card, and then this is like the toxic masculinity in a way, you know, someone that is always, not all men are toxic, you know, I don't want to say that, but it's just coming in, like being toxic in a way where they, you know, have this idea that, oh, you know, men are supposed to be like this, like they're supposed to have a lot of women, they're supposed to be surrounded by a lot of women, have a lot of women, play field, all that stuff. But if you find somebody who you feel is the right match for you, and everything else that you've encountered doesn't align with you, or it's not what, like your dream boy or dream girl, then yeah, you're gonna want to like try to make things right, especially if you know you can have a future with somebody that you value, that you care about, that you've hurt and you want to make amends with, you know, not because you feel guilty. It's because it could be the guilt. It could be taking accountability, but it could also have an understanding and seeing what truly matters, you know. And regardless if it's a masculine or feminine energy, you know, because people play games. So this may have been the type of relationship that caused a lot of triggers too. It probably triggered something within them. When we did see the opening the heart, like somebody's heart was locked away. The heart and key, it is safe for you to love. You probably created a safe space for this person to want to open up, to unlock their heart, to experience love, to experience a healthy emotional bond or attachment, you know. And we can have emotional attachments that are healthy, not toxic in any way where you're codependent on each other, but where you can be in each other's presence and you co-regulate. You know, they're like fireworks here. We have the passion, we have the hypnotize showing up too, you know, fireworks. Feelings full of firing sparks. What else? Real love, true love. This connection is a real love, a true love connection. You know, it just has to get through whatever hiccups, whatever blockages you may have experienced that have thrown this relationship or this connection off course, and finding a way to get everything back on track, which is something like I keep thinking about tracks for some reason, getting the connection back on track. You know, it's like this train has stalled And it's time to get this train may have been derailed in some way. Now it has to get back on track so things start to move smoothly. And that may be where this person is coming back to return, to make amends, to apologize, to reconcile. Mirror, this person, you may consider them to be a twin flame connection. This person may have been enlightened to the types of toxic behaviors that they were reflecting in the relationship. And it could go vice versa. Like sometimes with the triggers card, that we just see the triggers. Sometimes we trigger things in each other where we see things we like and things we don't like or appreciate in a person, you know? See lessons: unhealthy, pushing, karmic relationship, chaotic, unprovoked, unbalanced, fleeting. And then bad behavior, needing corrective, narcissist, self-absorbed, one-sided relationship, mirroring, vanity, ego, selfish, boastful. So someone may have been boastful, selfish, thinking only about their needs. But the thing is, it's like, if you are the one that walked away because of this selfish behavior, this could have been the catalyst that caused this person to want to change, to make an improvement. And want to reconcile, make amends. If this is a person that has been egotistical, the fact that they may be returning and apologizing and taking accountability for their behavior can be shocking in itself, you know, because not everybody can do that. You know, not everybody is willing to take accountability for their own actions, admit when they're wrong, want to make things right. It's not like that at all. But I want to get some tarot cards out too so we can see what comes out. We could get signs. We could get a little bit more details about what is happening, what can possibly be a resolution. What tarot deck do I want to use? Okay. In case you're new, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm an oracle and tarot card reader. And right now I'm doing a love reading using the Maruk X. What's it called? Clarifying love situations and the love situations deck. So let's see. Can you tell us more? Can you tell us more about this reading as it relates to the collective that may resonate with it? Can you please tell us more? This card is like wanting to come out. Knight of Pentacles. So this is an earth sign energy. This person may have had some sort of instability in their life. And I think maybe they may have acted rashly. And I think this is where the reflection is coming back, where they wanted to come back but they want to take things slow. They want to take a grounded approach, not be so much focused on like the carnal desires, you know, passion and lust and sex and pleasure and ecstasy, all that good stuff. And I think this person is wanting to look at things from a more grounded approach. You know, I wanted to take things slowly. And the Knight of Pentacles is someone who takes their time. They take things seriously. They don't do anything irresponsibly or impulsively. You know, they survey, they gather information, they take very strategic movements because they're wanting results, long-lasting results. This person may have been acting from a deceptive place where they may have been wanting more of what they want rather than thinking of what was best for the connection. So this could be a bit of a selfish energy, you know, maybe someone who played to, no, but the Five of Swords is more like play to win, but it's like, maybe this is a person reflecting on how they've acted, how they've may have possibly played games, you know. And I mentioned this in the reading I did on a live that I did on Friday, because now we're technically on Saturday. The fox is a monogamous animal. So maybe this person maybe wasn't monogamous in the past, but it's like seeing that this is a monogamous connection that they want to see for themselves, that want to experience, that they want to rebuild. If they've broken promises in the past, you know, they probably said or did things that they really didn't follow through with. You know, they probably said things because they thought it sounded nice, that that it might be something that you want to hear, but they never really followed through. You know, misled, trust is broken, unreliable. They've in some way shown themselves to be unreliable, and have possibly left you feeling a sense of lack, maybe feeling unworthy, or even leaving you out in the cold, you know? Yeah, and some of you may have cut out this energy because you realized that it didn't bring you any happiness, it didn't bring you peace. So you had to exert some sort of authority and cut this person out. And maybe that's where they're seeing a difference, or maybe with you taking a certain action and basically freeing them to do whatever it is that they wanted to do, and then possibly reflecting back and seeing how they could have done things differently, how they should have been more honest, been more reliable, not doing things just because they think it sounds nice, but actually following through, you know, not creating situations where someone felt like they were always wanting, like they were always in need, or felt neglected, you know, or even unwanted. Because sometimes when people say they're going to do something and then they don't follow through with it, it's like, it makes you wonder, did you change your mind? Did you not, you don't think I'm worth doing all those things that you said you were going to do? I want to know more about the Seven of Swords. What is the Seven of Swords? Ace of Pentacles in the beginning. Five of Swords. Didn't I say something about Five of Swords? Like, win at all costs, doing and saying what they need to get what they want. I feel like this person is realizing that they were being deceptive. And they were probably being lying to themselves about what they were doing. And now they want to make amends. You know, like they want to come in with some sort of offer, a grounded offer, one that has the possibility of restoring balance, but also allowing there to be growth. Okay, I feel like, yeah. So it's like with the ace and the five, it creates a six that creates balance, stability, fairness. Like someone's actually investing, equal give and take. See, talking about balance, justice is to restore balance. I think this person is reflecting and understanding that they were not being genuine, that they may have been deceptive. That may not have been their intention too, because some people can do things and not, you know, some people are a little dumb. Let's just be honest. They don't really see how what they do or what they say can have a great impact on someone. But then it's like, okay, why did she have to cut me off? Oh, because I was being cheap. I was being dishonest. I wasn't being reliable. And this is where this Knight of Pentacles energy is, because the Knight of Pentacles is a reliable energy. This is a grounded energy. This is a very focused, dedicated, determined, consistent energy. And this is where this person probably saw that they weren't being consistent, that they were bringing in balance. They were bringing this harmony to the situation where it left somebody feeling unworthy and lacking, you know, lacking love, lacking affection, lacking value, or feeling valued by someone. And that may be where this person is now wanting to restore balance. So it's like now the Queen of Swords, that could be your energy if you cut this person off. It's like you're going to have to cut through any illusions, you know? Maybe you saw through this person's illusions, but now you're like, okay, you get to decide what choice are you going to make with this person in returns. Are you going to allow them to, are you going to accept their apology? Are you going to allow them back in? You know, do you think this is the person that you can reignite your relationship with? You know, do you still feel the same, but do you also still think of them the same way, even though if they have caused you some sort of disappointment, heartbreak, sadness, you know, like is this person could this person be your true love? You know, will you allow them to bring the relationship back on track? Knight of Swords. I feel like you're going to be watching this person. If you decide to do that, you decide to allow this person back in, even by communicating with them, you know, allowing them to apologize, allowing them to, you know, and accepting their apology. But you may be looking at this person's actions to see if they are coming in with integrity. Are they coming in with honesty? Do they have honorable intentions? Or are they just going to run the same game? And that may be where you're going to be looking at their behaviors to see, are they going to be consistent? Are they going to create confusion? You know, are they going to be reliable, or are they just playing games? Are they bringing peace, or are they bringing drama? Are they bringing stability or imbalance? Are they going to put you back in your head? Are they going to have you trapped in your head? But I feel like with the Queen of Swords being here, it's like saying you can't allow yourself to get trapped in your thoughts. You're going to have to be observant. You have to take the blindfold off and see things for what they truly are. You have to be discerning. Follow your intuition. See if this person's actions match up with what they're saying. Are they creating illusions, or are they actually providing clarity? Okay, let's see what else I could pull for this. I'm trying to think of what else I can add to this reading. If you're new here, my name is Tan. This is Artemis Oracle. I'm an Oracle and Tarot card reader. And right now I'm just checking something really quickly. Okay. I'm trying to think of what cards I can take out for like advice or guidance. I'm trying to, I have so many Oracle cards, so I'm sorry if I'm like kind of slowing down right now, but I'm trying to pick the right Oracle cards for this love reading. Because I have a bunch right here. I'm sorry you see my arms. Just have, I feel like I'm gonna get the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. I feel like this is a good deck. It's a little old-fashioned, but I feel like it has really good messages for advice and guidance for this connection. If you resonate with this reading, please like, share, subscribe to Artemis Oracle. Let's see what love advice does Spirit have for anyone who resonates with this message. What message does the collective need to know for advice for this reading? I'm going to take a chunk of cards came up. I'm going to take the one that was showing. This one, and this one. And then I'll look at the bottom of the deck. So the first card we have romance. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. So this person hasn't, you know, I mean, you could be the person that wants to make amends, but it's like if you want to make amends or this person wants to make amends, they have to prove themselves by giving you the attention that you desire, the attention that, not because they want to get something out of it, but just to prove to you, putting in the work, putting in the effort to show you how much they love you and care care about you and value the connection. The other one is simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings you happiness, or brings happiness to those around you, right? Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. And then what else? Spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. And then act as if your partner is here. That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe this wasn't the best deck. Maybe it wasn't. I need more advice. I need more guidance. What does the collective need to know? I don't know if those messages really resonate with this reading. I mean, they're sweet and everything, but let me see. I got the Romance Angels Oracle cards. What if I see how the collective? The Reconciliation card came out, clarifying this. Hi, Patty. How are you? Someone from your past is returning to your life. We had the Reconciliation card showing up at the bottom of the deck. Let me see. It was in one of these. Reconciliation. Yeah, look at it right here. Look at this. Reconciliation. It's basically confirming what I was saying. Someone wanted to make amends. Some of you may feel like this person is like a soulmate energy, you know? What else does the collective need to know? Ooh, I think I'm going to get message cards. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I mean, if you feel inclined and this person does come forward and wants to make amends with you, and this is something that you want, then, and it's depending on the situation, you know, then if you feel like you want to express your love to them and accept them back into your life, then, and it feels safe and comfortable to do so, then that's their advice. Oh, that card, past life connection. You have known each other before. You know, spiritual connections are the same thing too. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So some of you may feel like this is a person that you have a soulmate connection with. Like the connection you and them have is undeniable. Like it's something that you've never experienced, and you probably don't want to miss out on the chance of experiencing again, if that's how deep your connection is with them. Because there could be a fear, you know, someone could be afraid to be in love, maybe because of past situations, and that'd be the reason why someone ghosted you or ran away. Because not everything is always about like being negative and, you know, not negative, but more like toxic or anything. It could just be like this person has a fear, insecurities, past pains, past experiences that kind of make it hard to want to open up their heart, you know. But then at the bottom, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type, you know. So this may sound like this is somebody that you wouldn't like. You know, if that card resonates with you, you kept an open mind. You allowed somebody that you would have never thought you would be interested in, or would want to have any sort of connection with. But then it's like you open yourself to something different, someone different than what you usually go for. Then this reading resonates with you, then yeah, this is like your confirmation that this is your reading. Okay, let me see. I want to get love messages. Love messages. I haven't used my love messages cards in a hot minute. I don't want to use those. Nope, not those. My other deck. Okay, let's see what love messages we have. I'm going to use the Roses and Love Oracle deck. So if you and this person are in no contact, these may be messages that they would like to share with you. Some of the messages may be from your side too. Spirit angel guys, what messages? What love messages the collective needs to know as it pertains to this reading? To those who resonate with this reading, what messages do they need to know? I am healing, please be patient with me. I hope you can see that. I am healing, please be patient with me. I feel empty without you. Yes, someone was feeling a void. Someone is feeling a void. I am running because I don't think I deserve you. Sometimes people sabotage their relationships. The Seven of Swords is also self-sabotaging tarot card, you know. So someone may feel like they're unworthy. And we did have the Five of Pentacles too. Someone probably felt unworthy and they sabotaged their relationship because they felt like they didn't deserve you. They didn't deserve to be loved by you, to experience your love. That could be where the ghosting came from. Not feeling like they could live up to a certain standard because they felt like you deserved more than what they could offer. Oh, there's another card here. Sorry. You're the best thing that has happened to me. That, which kind of makes sense because usually when someone feels like they don't deserve you, they also value you so much, but then they don't feel like they're a person of value. They may feel like I said, they can't live up to a standard that they think you deserve. But they see you as someone that they value, that they love, that they care about. That has, in some way, made a difference in their life. And that could be the reason why this person wants to reconcile too. Anything else? Any other messages the collective needs to know? This one, I keep dreaming about us together. Just so you know, the Seven of Cups is like the dreamy card too. Piscean energy. With the dreams. Thinking of all the possibilities that can happen between you and them. I can't keep going on without you. It's like they can't imagine a life without you. They can't imagine a future without you, with the knowing the path. I'm going to go into another Love Oracle deck, or Love Message deck. This one's the Burning Heart Oracle, Love Oracle. Because I did see that there was a lot of passion, you know, a lot of chemistry, passion, desire, pleasure, ecstasy. And I'm saying ecstasy because I remember doing a reading yesterday. The ecstasy card came out. I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. We did see the Eight of Swords, right? Like at the bottom of the deck. Is it still? Yeah, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, someone's like been trapped in their mind. And it's like once they could get out of their head, this is when they could start to take the action. And that could be where the stagnancy is coming from too. Because, you know, like I said, the Knight of Pentacles is someone who doesn't act rashly. They take their time. But, you know, sometimes they could get in their head and that could slow things down. Hopefully this person is able to free themselves, you know, to allow your connection to move forward. If this is one that you want to. Any other messages the collective needs to know? I never realized how stiff these cards are until now, because I've been using very flexible cards. I feel like these cards feel like, you know those baby books? Hi, Nisha, how are you? You know those baby board books, those cardboard? This is what these cards feel like. They feel like thick cardboard cards. Okay, what other messages does the collective needs to know at this time, Spirit Angels, Guides? What does the person want to tell the collective? that resonates with this reading in some way or another. Because there were a lot of messages in this reading. Anything the collective needs to know? I'm scared you will reject me. You know, sometimes people could, like I said, sabotage relationships because they feel like they don't feel like they have enough to offer, you know? This could be like this inner conflict too, you know? Possibly they've been in connections in the past where they felt like they weren't valued, you know? And they were hurt, taken advantage of, used, abused, you know? And remember, this could resonate with either gender identity you have. Because people get treated like shit regardless of their genitalia, you know? Is there anything else the collective needs to know? We got 2 cards here. The first one we have is, I knew you were the one when I met you. And that could scare people too, especially if they feel like they're not ready. Like I said, self-sabotage, feeling unworthy, not feeling like they can live up to a standard. Your energy is intoxicating and pulling me in. So this person, like, we had that card, the passion card. Like, I'm going to show you. At the bottom of the deck, it says, I underestimated how important you are in my life. I can't keep going on without you. I am running because I don't think I deserve you. I keep dreaming about us together. I feel empty without you. Basically, why this person's wanting to return. They haven't met anybody like you, you know? And if they have dealt with, depending on how the time and distance or space between when you contacted them, and hopefully this person wasn't just running through people and then they're like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna go back to that person because they were a better option. I'm not getting that though. But there is a lot of desire and passion in this connection, you know? Like it says, passion, lustful desire, sexual chemistry, craving you, right? Heart, captured by love, hard to resist, seduced, undivided attention. Remember I talked about the ecstasy. Look at this. This is the person that probably had you like this, or you had them like that, you know? But your energy is intoxicating. You're pulling me in. Yeah, they're craving you, they're desiring, they want to be in your presence, you know? But they also value you, they care about you. I want to say they want to make you happy. They don't want to hurt you. And I feel like that's why, one of the reasons why they ran away. Because they felt like they, like I said, they couldn't live up to a standard in their own head. Probably they put it in their own head. And you probably didn't do or say anything that told them that you wanted anything more than what they were already offering. But, you know, if someone puts another person in pedestal, they essentially are making themselves like a pauper. And they're making you the goddess or the god. And essentially they're turning themselves into, they're making themselves out to be a loser when they probably aren't, you know? So yeah, I hope that reading resonates with someone out there. It was interesting using this many cards. It's gonna get a little, I gotta clean up right now, but let me see. Let me put the tarot cards first. Okay. Let me see something. Oh, 222 right now. It's 222. Let me see. I just want to clean up before I read the chat. I have too many cards out here. Too many. Oh, I want to give numbers just in case anybody needs it. 27 for spiritual connection, 5 for simple acts of kindness, and 25. So those numbers may be significant to you. The numbers are on the top. You can barely see it though. So 27, 5, and 25. So 9, 5, and 7. And we have 37 at the for the bottom of the deck, which is 10. Reduces down to the 10. So those numbers may be meaningful to you. Okay. So, let me see. I'm doing well, Nisha. So, I can answer a yes or no question for subscribers. So, a yes or no question basically is if the card's upright, it's a yes. If it's a no, it's reverse. And depending on the card and the question, I'll let you know why the card came out that way. What could be the reason and advice. So if you have a yes or no question, you can ask. Like to do an in-depth reading like I did. Ooh, that takes a lot of energy. Let's see. So just want to check these cards. Because I'm going to split the deck. And so if you have a yes or no question, you can ask. Okay. So I'll give people time to formulate the questions and I'll clean up the rest of these cards. Oops. These cards are so slippery. I wonder where the back is for this stuff. Once again, my name is Tan and my channel is Artemis Oracle. I'm a tarot and oracle card reader and I'm answering yes or no questions. So if you have a question, you could let me know in the chat. Oops. Oh, that card. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, cleaning up. Let's see. So you want to know if you can get an increment increase in 2 months' time. Can level get a promotion? Promotion increment increase. Promotion increment increase. Okay, let's see. Bugatti Lapu. Can they get a promotion in their job in 2 months' time? In 2 months' time, can Lapu get a promotion increment in their job? Can Lapu get a promotion increment increase in job in 2 months? It's coming out with a no. So I feel like there may be more work that you have to do in order for you to get that increase that you want. I mean, the promotion. You know, I used to work in legal, so I think of increment increase, you know, because I know about the contracts and stuff like that. But if it seems like you're going to be having to spend a little bit more time, you have to put a little bit more work and focus in order for that to happen. For some reason, I'm thinking it's more likely to happen within 8 months than 2 months with the 8 of Pentacles. So for now, it's looking like a no. And then the bottom two of Wands is no. I hope that helps you, Patalapu. Does anybody else have a yes or no question they'd like to ask? You're welcome. I hope that helps. Okay, let's see. So I'm thinking about doing another reading since there aren't any other questions. Since I do have my love oracle cards, love message cards, I kind of want to do a no contact reading. Alpha, you're alive. You're alive. I was asking about you. I was asking about you. I was like, I wonder if Alpha's okay because I haven't seen him in a while. I hope everything is okay with him. Barely okay. I'm glad you're here now. It's kind of weird not having you on a live. I'm not codependent. It's just that I kind of got used to you being around, you know? But I hope everything's okay. Okay, I'm thinking about doing a no contact love reading. I've never done this on a live, and I honestly like doing this because I am a romantic. I am a romantic. I can't front. I can't front. Oh. You know, like when I, honestly, like, I figured there was something going on, but, I'm glad you're here. I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad you're alive. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Let me do a no contact love reading. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, sometimes they could say things and they don't realize how things may come off. Or sometimes they could actually mean what they say because they don't have a filter. But yeah, I agree with you. She probably didn't. It's not what she meant. But that she... Yeah. Like... Oh. Let's see what comes out. Hi Izzy, how are you? Wow, that card flipped before and it came out. I didn't. It's interesting. Let's see what comes out. I'm good, thank you. I like to get 6 cards out. Well, let me see. Maybe I could get 8. All right, now I'm doing a no contact reading. I was answering yes or no questions and only one person asked. I'm like, okay, now I'm going to pivot into another reading. Oh, I get 2 more. Ah, they gave me 3 more. Ah! Let me fix myself because my ass is hurting. Okay. Let me see something. Okay. So, okay, I'll... Oh, because she wants to make sure she's being very careful with what she says because she knows words are powerful. Okay. All right, Izzy. Let's see. Let's see what Izzy's question. Okay. Will Izzy and S reconcile? It's coming out of no. With the Tower card, I don't know, something catastrophic probably happened in your relationship, like something that it's may not be beyond repair. And you got two no's with the Chariot in the bottom of the deck and it being in reverse. I don't know if like someone has, if S moved on and that may be why. It's like something with the Tower card that's indicating like something shocking, unexpected happened. So I don't know if they moved on. And move on could be like they moved on from the connection, they moved on to somebody else, or if they just like moving on with their life. But it's looking like a no, Izzy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I split the deck and there's a Devil card in reverse. It's a no. It's a no. Yeah, it's looking like a no, Izzy. I'm sorry. All right, so Alpha, you want to know something funny? I was in Seattle. I went to Seattle. I was there from Monday afternoon and I left on Wednesday afternoon. I went to my concert. I went to see a concert in Seattle. You were not responding to messages, so I was like, I'm not telling him. I was in Seattle. And I enjoyed every moment that I had there. Yep. Okay. So it is, wow. The days that I was there, Monday and Tuesday, the weather was, it was sunny. I was surprised. I thought the weather said it was going to be raining, and I was like, oh, well, Seattle rains. But when I landed, it was sunny. It drizzled when I went out to get dinner. And then on Tuesday, the day was sunny. Like, I went to the aquarium. I went in that giant wheel thing. And then I went to the concert on Tuesday. And then Wednesday is when I flew home. Wednesday afternoon, I flew home. You know, things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason. Yeah. I'll tell you this much. I want to go back. I liked it. I liked it over there. I liked it a lot. I would go back. I went to the Loop Lounge. I hope I'm saying that right. The Loop Lounge, the one in the Space Needle. I went there. I had dinner there. I will go back to Seattle just for that. It was so good. It was such an awesome experience. But I just had a really good time in Seattle. Yeah, I had fun. So now I'm going to start this no contact reading. I feel like, because I'm going to show you the cards first and then I'll tell you what message I'm getting. Yeah, the Space Needle. I took myself to a fancy dinner. Okay, I'm with them because I couldn't have you. So it seems like I feel like somebody's settling to be with somebody else. I don't know why this person didn't think they could have you. I know we did a reading earlier where someone may have felt like they weren't worthy of somebody, like they weren't good enough for somebody, like they couldn't offer somebody what they felt like they were worthy of, or was deserving of. But it says here, I'm trying to become the best version of myself for you. I don't know if somebody's trying to be the best version of themselves for you. Would they be settling to be with somebody else, or would they just be working on themselves? So this could be a separate energy. I can't imagine a life without you. So whoever this is, they can't imagine not having you in their life. You've probably brought a lot of happiness, a lot of love, stability. A woman could bring that to men, and men could bring that to women, or whatever your gender identity is. We could bring that to each other. I can't keep going on without you. So someone feels like, I don't know, I want to say someone feels stuck. Like they can't make any changes. Like they can't see a future unless it involves you being in it. And it aligns with the, I can't imagine my life without you. I mean, that could be a little obsessive. It could be a little crazy, you know, but some people like that, you know, but hopefully this person isn't someone who's obsessive that, you know, gets attached, easily, you know, but like anxious attachment style. I'm going through a dark night of the soul and need space. So someone, if we put all these messages together, I'm trying to become the best version of myself for you. So someone maybe is working through their shadow self, working through doing some shadow work, trying to improve themselves, seeing in what ways they can change certain behaviors that they have that can interfere with your relationship. And that's where they wanted to do the work, but that's the type of work they have to do on their own, because there may be certain things, certain triggers, certain things psychologically that they may have to, you know, possibly get outside help for before they can even try to come towards you, try to reconcile. Since this is a no contact reading, you're the only one I see. So I feel like there's two types of people here. There's someone who is with somebody else because they can't have you. They've settled to be in a relationship. They could possibly be married, have children, and feel like they have an obligation to be with somebody else, because of that responsibility, you know. But maybe they try to have their cake and eat it too. Like they wanted you on the side, but you were like, nah, I'm not down with that, you know. But the other one is like, this person they only want you. They're not dealing with anybody else. They want to be with you. They want to change and improve themselves so that they can be the best partner for you. With pictures of you make me smile, that's indicating that this person has reminiscences about the times that you shared together, possibly looking at pictures of you. I just imagine somebody going through their phone, looking at pictures and smiling. And, you know, sometimes I know we do that. We could like see certain things and it triggers memories and it triggers emotions and all that stuff. And I think with this person doing that, reminiscing, looking back at the old times, thinking about how they want to be better for you, but they want you in their life, and they're willing to make the necessary changes to bring you in. That's what's causing them to want to break the no contact. But also, I feel empty without you. I feel like that this person may be a bit codependent, you know, like if this may resonate with some of you where you feel like this person, and that could be the reason why you're not in contact. Like possibly this is someone that probably was very clingy, probably always wanted to be up your ass. But if it's not that, because I know that's an extreme, this could be just somebody that just doesn't like not having you in their presence. They like being around you. They like your company. They like your voice. They like your laugh. They like just being around you. And with you not being there, there's like a void. And that's what makes it difficult to be without you. And maybe the reason why they want to break the no contact. But it's like, if this person knows that they want to come back, they know they have to do shadow work, they may be putting in the work so that when they do break the no contact, that you and this person, whoever they are, can rebuild your connection so that it's stronger, and that you could just Have a happily ever after, whatever that is, you know. You could just rebuild your connection, have a stronger foundation, a deeper emotional bond, trust being reestablished, you know, the connection, and that what do you call it, when people come together, it's symbiotic, you know, like you could just reestablish and create a symbiotic relationship where both of you are thriving and both of you feel fulfilled and satisfied with the relationship. What's at the bottom? You're all I've ever hoped for. You're my dream person. Yeah. Yeah, but see, that's like, some people are like that, Alpha. That's like, I couldn't have you, so I'll take what I can get in the meantime, you know? So like, so this is what I like about no contact, because this touches on the types of energies that people encounter, you know? You know, some people are like that. Some people don't want to be alone. And yeah, I feel empty without you, so I'm going to fill the void with somebody else. I can't go on without you, so I'm going to fill the void with somebody else. I can't imagine my life without you, so I'm going to fill the void with somebody else. You know? Now, if this is the person that's like, you're the only one I want, you're the only person I see, there's nobody else, they're like, then you know that this person is definitely like, I want to be with you. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be with you. I want to be the best person I can be for you. But not every situation is like that, you know? Not everybody is willing to make the sacrifice. Because if someone's saying I'm with them because I can't have you, it's like they're not willing to put in the work. They're not willing to make the changes to break the no contact. But I feel like the person that's like, no, you're the only one I see, I'm willing to make the changes, I'm willing to put in the work, that's somebody that's like worthy of breaking a no contact situation with, you know? Hi, Duncan, how are you? How do you become the best you with someone else? Yeah, you can't. That's denial. Yeah, too. Yeah, I'm with them because I couldn't have you the way I want you. So this is why I like doing tarot, because I like to be realistic. You know, not everybody's situation is all rainbows and butterflies and glitter and sparkle, you know? Like, there's shit. There's crap. There's negativity, there's toxicity, you know? That's reality, you know? And some of us we're used to the negative, but some people experience the positive, you know? So there's like the duality of it, of love. I try to be realistic because I don't want to be sugarcoating things for people. I don't like giving false hope. I want to be honest because I know somebody resonates with this, with the negative, and I know somebody resonates with the positive. Because I can imagine, like, the reason why I could say I know this is possible is because I've seen myself in my worst, and I know that if I find somebody that I want to be with, and I know I have to make changes, then I'm willing to make the changes. Because you don't want to lose somebody who's a good person, someone who's been there for you, supportive, loving, caring, compassionate, understanding. You're willing to do what you have to do to keep that person. But if you really don't value someone, then yeah, you're not going to make the work. You're not going to make the effort. You're not going to make the changes, you know, because in their mind, it shouldn't be that hard. It should be easy. They should get what they want, you know, without putting in the work. Yeah. Because I know the good and the bad and the ugly. Because I've been the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like in some ways, like people, we are mirrors. You know, though we may not reflect you, reflect back to you who you are, we may reflect to you someone that you've experienced in the past, you know? But then you have to decide, like, is this the same type of energy that you want to experience? Do you still want to be in this same type of dynamic where you know what is on the other side of it, you know? Which is going to be disappointment, sadness, heartbreak, grief. You know, feeling like you wasted your time, wasted your energy, wasted your love. But like for whoever is willing to put in the work and make the changes, because I truly believe that there are people like that, you know, but it takes time, it takes patience. The person has to have patience with themselves, and the person that wants to be with this person that needs to make the changes, because changes sometimes needs to be on both ends, because not everybody's perfect, you know. Because think about it, if one person needs to put in the work and you were attracted to somebody that really doesn't, or like say you say you're whole and complete, but then you're attracting somebody who isn't whole and complete, then there's a part of you that is incomplete, that you need to heal, that you need to repair, you know, because we sometimes attract something that resonates with us. But the thing is, it's like you have to be discerning and be able to see, acknowledge, and then take accountability within yourself and to make the change. You know, I think in a relationship, two people can heal together, but that's if they want to. I think that's possible. Hi, Coach. How are you doing? I hope everything's okay with you, Coach. Let's see what else. Does anybody have a yes or no question they would like me to answer? Oh, good. Thank you for letting me know. I hope it stays that way. Or gets better. Are you going to use that in the song, Alpha? I feel like doing another one with this deck, but my throat is getting dry. It's 2:56 here, so what is it? It's 11:56 in Seattle. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do another no contact reading, but I'm going to use a different deck. That'd be so funny, it's the same energy. But let's see what comes out. Okay, I've been working on myself. Let's see what else comes out. I've been working on myself. I want to reach out, but don't know how. I'm ready for commitment. You're always on my mind. That makes me think of that song. You are always on my mind. Who sings that? Is that Elvis? I think that's an Elvis song. You know, you were in a relationship for a long time, and it's like the relationship goes through those cycles. Like, I love you, but I hate you. But I love you, but I hate you. But I love you, but I fucking hate you. You know? Like, you annoy the fuck out of me. Like, in long-term relationships, that happens. Let's see. Oh no. No, I'm hearing a white man's voice. It's an old song. I think it's Elvis. Yeah, like I know that's me. I was like, well, I never really hated when I was with my kid's father. I didn't hate him, you know, but I was annoyed by him. I'm like, I don't like you so much, you know, like right now, you're not my favorite person. And I'm like, oh, you're my favorite person. I mean, like, not the hate, not hate. That was just an extreme, you know, a little bipolar, if you will. But I feel like that when that happens, when those ebbs and flows with love happen in a relationship, it's because there's not a focus on the relationship itself. It's like there's other things that come in and distract the couple. Like, it could be work, it could be kids, it could be school, you know. And if there's not like a dedicated time and focus into the relationship, that creates the disconnect where you have to reestablish those feelings, you know. I know that's just from my experience. And that's what I've noticed. But the thing is, me and my kid's father, we were like always together. We were like Siamese twins or something, or conjoined twins. I don't know. So it's like the times. It was like the times that I was like working or going to school. That's like when I missed him and stuff. But if we were like always together, then that's where I was like, oh yeah, you're annoying me right now. And I'm pretty sure I annoyed him too. Ay. I know I've dropped more cards. Did I drop more cards? Okay. I was with my kid's father for 14 years. Okay. I've been working on myself. I want to reach out, but don't know how. I'm ready for commitment. You're always on my mind. I've been working on myself. I want to reach out. Let's see. I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense. I want to kiss you. Let's see. I'm ready to take my mask off. And I can't let you go. You're worth more than I let on. I underestimated how important you are in my life. These cards came out in the earlier reading I did. The longer love reading I did. Oh. Yeah. Ugh. I don't know what to say about that, Alpha. I don't know what to say. I don't know if your daughter heard her mother saying that and she was repeating it. I don't know. I want to reach out, but don't know how. I've been working on myself. Yeah. But I've been working on myself and I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense. That's giving Seven of Swords energy. So this is like self-sabotage. Sometimes, like I was talking about, like sometimes, I think I mentioned this earlier, that when we experience love, that like if you've experienced abuse growing up or neglect, emotional neglect in some way, and then somebody expresses emotions or has deep feelings for you and it may be hard for you to accept, then it may be intense for the person to experience, and they can't, it's hard for them to accept it because they probably felt like they were unworthy of love. And it's funny, I was on Instagram, I think it was earlier today, or no, it was yesterday, and the person was talking about, like, if, especially if you're a person of color, like love was something, well, depending on that, I'm not gonna overgeneralize and say all people of color go through this when it comes to love, but it's like when she was talking about brown girls or brown people, that they grew up in households where love was something that had to be earned. You had to get good grades, you had to do your chores. Sometimes they will, like, your parents could be screaming at you, but while they're making you soup or making you something, you know, it's like some weird dynamic about what love is, or what a weird belief system or idea of how love is supposed to be. Like some people have like this toxic idea of what love is, you know, never having experienced a healthy love. So if somebody like was expressing healthy love to someone, and it seemed like too much for them because they probably felt like they really needed to work to earn it, and they really didn't do it. They really didn't have to do that with a particular person, then that may have caused someone to sabotage the connection, you know? It's funny that it came to mind. But I want to reach out, but don't know how. It's like, it's hard, like, say to, like, if being in a no contact situation and then you're like, I've been working on myself, but then you don't want to be coming back saying like, hey, you know, like, I know I fucked up our relationship, but I've been working on myself. I've been trying to heal. I've been, you know, I'm ready for commitment, you know, but I also want to kiss you, you know, like, how the hell do you really communicate that if there's been some time where you haven't contacted somebody? So it's like, how do you express that to somebody? It's weird. It's like, yay, hey, I'm back. You know, I've been working on myself. You know, do you still want me? Because I'm ready to be with you. I'm ready for commitment now. You know, I'm ready to show you who I really am. You know, I'm ready to be vulnerable. I'm ready to show my scars, all that stuff. It's like, how do you really, you know, reconnect with somebody and express that you want to come back, you want to be together, but that you've been doing work, you know? It can be kind of awkward, you know, trying to think about how you want to express that to someone. But you're always on mind. This person, if this resonates with you at all, they think about you constantly. You're something that is something, or you're someone that they can't really release, but they can't let you go. It's like anytime that they can have a thought, like whenever they are not distracted by whatever they're doing, like work, school, healing, therapy, whatever they're doing to heal themselves, work on themselves. Any the moment that their brain isn't being distracted by some other stimuli, you're on their mind. They think about you a lot. They think about kissing you a lot too. They see your value with you're more than you're worth more to me than I let on. And that could be why they can't let you go. And it's not like, it could be like a emotional, energetic clutch they might have on you. And you may sense that in some way too. But it could just be like this person doesn't want to let you go because you are someone of value, you're important to them, and they, like I said, somebody's willing to put in the work to improve themselves so that they could be in a connection with you. Because maybe there was a fear of commitment, and that may be where the self-sabotage stemmed from. You know, not being ready to be in a relationship, not ready to, you know, especially if you grew up in households where you didn't really see what a healthy relationship was, and only seeing negative examples, and then like, yeah, you know, if that's what commitment entails, then I'm not interested. But then if you're someone who's been a source of healthy love, it's like, you know, like, can I really have this, or am I gonna fuck it up? That type of thing. But it's interesting that I underestimated how important you are in my life, and you're worth more to me than I let on. It's like they didn't realize until after you were gone how important you are to them, you know? They undervalued you, but now it's evident that you mean so much more to them than they were willing to admit in the past. I hope that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I was reading your message. Alpha. Let me read it again. I mean, but do you think there's another way that you can I mean, like, it's the fact that you have a daughter, you share a child with another person, it's like, it's obviously it's going to be uncomfortable, you know, because of the situation itself. And but I think it's kind of expected that she's going to be acting that way, considering the circumstances. And I think that there has to be some level of acceptance of what the current situation is and how awkward and uncomfortable and challenging it's gonna be until like those other issues get resolved, you know? It's like you definitely have to put your daughter first. So it's like any other stuff between your BM, I'm gonna say BM, your baby mama, and you, it's just like that's gonna have to be set aside for your daughter, you know. And like if you're the one that has to be the mature one, then, and then maybe in some ways she may think that she's being the mature one, because it's all about perspective when you think about it, you know. Like they said, there's 3 sides to the story. There's your side, her side, and then it's the truth, you know. That's true. When you like reading that is like, what you don't know won't hurt you, but the thing is, it's like that's what makes it worse, you know, because you feel like a fool thinking everything's okay, and it's not, when everybody else knows the truth except you. So you can't heal, you can't repair something unless you know where the wound is. The song that I'm talking about, what's it called? What you don't know won't hurt you. What you don't know, it won't hurt you. It's from Expose. I think that song is from like the 80s or the 90s or something. I think that, you know, when it comes to healing and it involving another person and their actions, it's hard to, so like I remember I was telling somebody, like, healing is a choice. You know, you have to choose to heal, you know, because sometimes you're not going to get the closure, you're not going to get the clarification, you're not going to get the answers that's going to make it easier. And it ties everything in a bow, like in a pretty bow, and then it's not always like that, you know. So it's like you're going to have to heal the best way you can. And the avoidance is more like a boundary than anything. It's like all about perception, right? You know? So it's like you're going to have to protect your heart from her while keeping it open for your daughter. And also to allow yourself to heal, you know? You know, you said time doesn't heal when it doesn't see, but time doesn't heal what it doesn't feel either. That's just what came to my mind, you know? Because you got to be able to like pinpoint where the hurt, the pain is coming from in order to know what needs to be healed. That's why I say I hate triggers, but triggers they're good. Triggers are good because they let you know if something bothers you, something triggers you, it lets you know that there's something that needs to be addressed, something that needs to be corrected, that something that needs to be tended to and healed, you know? And a trigger could be something that is so minute, or it could be something that's of a greater magnitude. But regardless of the gravity of the trigger, the depth of the trigger, or the depth of the wound, the fact that it exists can only be acknowledged if there's a trigger to help you identify it. Where's the bag? The softest walls are some of the hardest walls to overcome. You know what you made me think of? Like someone, like those net ladders that if you don't know how to... It's like I'm thinking about like those challenges, those fitness challenges, because I remember doing this, and when you said the softest walls, it just made me think of those net ladders that you have to put your foot in a certain way, and then you move up that way. It made me think about that. So it's like, you have to find your footing. It's like there's a way to overcome it. It's just a matter of you finding what is the best way for you to overcome it. You think that I wasn't even thinking that at all. I was thinking like this net ladder thing that you climb, but then it's always moving. So it's like in some way you have to kind of stabilize it, keep it still, so that you can try to climb it, try to get over, you know? That's what image came into my mind. But just also made me think of a padded cell, you know? It made me think of a padded cell. Something you can't get your bearing, you can't get a grip of. So I want to know if anybody has a yes or no question they would like me to answer, since it's still on. I think it's a no. Nobody has any questions. Let me see something. That's not a yes or no question. John, that's not a yes or no question. Hi, John. Has to be a yes or no question. I want to burn more incense, but I don't know where I put it. Let me see over here. Oh, my butt. That's here, my butt, my ass. Okay, is Christine feeling overwhelmed by me? Okay. Angels guides. Answer John's question regarding herself. Yes, Christine. Feeling overwhelmed. Hey, John. Is Christine feeling overwhelmed by John? Is Christine feeling overwhelmed by John? Is Christine feeling overwhelmed by John? You have to know. She's not feeling overwhelmed by you, John. But it's interesting you have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So there may be something out of balance in your connection. You know? And maybe there's something maybe out of balance in her personal life, or her emotions, or her family. There may be something going on, and that maybe that's why she hasn't really been, let me see, hasn't been communicating with you. So there maybe she may be trying to fix something, bring something into balance, because there seems to be some sort of disharmony in her home life. Or there could be some disharmony in your connection. Yeah, I think it has to do with some sort of emotions, because the King of Cups. Oh, Lord. John, don't give her money anymore. No more money. Don't give her any more money. Because she may be trying to be... I'm sorry, I'm going to be blunt. It's not cool. Yeah, definitely not cool. Do not give her any money. Especially if this is something that she's done before. You know, if... Yeah. I don't know if she was being manipulative or playing on your emotions. But still, like, if this is isn't the first time that she's done this, then it won't be the last time. Because so you give her money and then she... Alpha. Alpha, my God, you're such a guy. All right, what were you paying for some service from her? Like, did you like get, like, and what I mean is, like, did she offer you like a reading or some sort of guidance? I don't know. I feel like just be careful, because she... Groceries. I would say give it time, because with the yes or no questions, it's the current energy. So right now it's saying that she's not being overwhelmed by you. But the Ten of Cups being in the reverse, it's like, you said she needed money for groceries. Is she your girlfriend? But has she done this before? And what I mean before, like, have you given her money before and she disappeared? No. So there may be something going on that right now that she needs to focus on. But I would say because maybe the King of Cups is you, someone, you know, you're compassionate. I mean, if you're willing to give, but she's your girlfriend, so. But the ghosting thing, that's not cool. So yeah, I would say be wary of that. I don't know how long you've known her. I'll just say be careful. I don't know if, yeah, be careful. I'm just saying, give it time. Like, talk to her. Like, try to talk to her and see what's going on. You know? Because the best person to find out the answer from is the source, and which is Christine. So you should have a conversation with her about that. You know? And if she's not responding, then yeah. They give it time. You're going to have to give it time. I don't know what her being an empath has to do with anything. I don't know why you keep saying that. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what her being an empath. If she was an empath, then she would be understanding and reach out to you. She wouldn't ghost you. You know? If she's ghosting you, did you do something to upset her or anything? Okay. But like I mentioned, the Ten of Cups being in reverse, there's a disharmony. There's some sort of imbalance. You know? So that she may be dealing with something that she needs time. Just, I would say, you know, I would say be wary, John. Though I don't know how long you've known her. The depth of your connection. But yeah. Because I know empaths do have to protect themselves. But if you're being a source of support to her, especially if you're helping her financially, even if it's just $40 with groceries, that should not be a reason to feel overwhelmed by somebody. It doesn't make sense. So I would just say be wary. I don't want to say like see if it becomes a habit then. Yeah. Yeah, you need to protect yourself right now. If you have to turn off your phone and you need to disconnect, then do that. You know, do what feels right for you. You know, because like I always say, you should put yourself first. You have to take care of yourself. You know, if you feel like you need to take a break, you need to disconnect, detach. You know, just to help clear your mind, clear your head. Then do that. Do what's best for you. It doesn't hurt to take a little, like a break, you know, just as long as you're not completely cutting anybody off. You know what I mean? You know, I'm Christine is not here, and I'm a bit biased right now, so I don't really think I could offer you much. I'm gonna be honest and say that I already have an opinion about Christine, so I don't think I'm. So I feel like, just look at the patterns, see if anything doesn't feel right to you, because you have to trust your intuition. Men have an intuition. I'm assuming you're a masculine. Men have intuition too. So if you feel like something's not right, you feel like someone's not being honest with you, then, and you're not getting the answers you need, then you have to do what you need to do to protect yourself. Just as long as you're not doing anything to harm yourself, you know? Hi, Tarot Journey. How are you doing? I'm sorry, John. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to take a break to take care of yourself. That's self-care. You want to find out if she has feelings for you? Okay. Okay, let's see. We're going to let the cards answer this question. Does Christine have feelings for John? Can you be more specific with the types of feelings? Like, what kind of feelings do you want to know she has for you? So you can ask, does Christine have romantic feelings for me? Okay. Does Christine have romantic feelings towards John? Does Christine have romantic feelings for John? Does Christine have romantic feelings for John? Does Christine have romantic feelings for John? I wanted to come out on its own. Does Christine have romantic feelings for John? Does Christine have romantic feelings for John? This is so fucking weird. This is like the most confusing situation ever. Because you have a no card with the Hermit in reverse. She doesn't have romantic. This is what it's saying. She doesn't have romantic feelings for you. Oh, Lord. God, don't have to say that. Oh, fuck. God, I freaking hate this. So you have a no. She doesn't have romantic feelings for you. But my thing is, with the 10 of Cups being the upright, I feel like from this, I feel like it's a no, but I feel like it's because she's comfortable the way her life is. You know, I don't know if she wants to have a relationship. If I don't know if she's causing things to move slow in your connection, like she's keeping it at a certain pace because she's content with where she is right now, where she's happy where. But the thing though, I know, I fucking hate this. I don't know. The thing that popped up in my mind, and I hate that I fucking thought this, is I don't know if she's in another connection. I don't know if she's dealing with somebody else. That's what popped up in my mind. That's the thing I didn't want. I'm like, oh God, do I really have to say this? But I don't know if she's in a connection with somebody else that she's finds contentment with, that she's happy with, and she doesn't have feelings for you. I'm not. I think I want to get off this energy because it's making me so uncomfortable. Like Alpha said. Okay. This is going to be the last question, John. Because this is like weird for me. But this is a test. This is a test on my integrity. I don't like giving people bad news, but I have to give the truth. I have to tell the truth. I have to say what comes to my mind. But remember, these are just tarot cards. And I'm only reading for the current energy. So energy is fluid. Anything can change. And remember, we still have free will. So, does Christine find John attractive? This is the last question, John. I got a yes for you. She does find you attractive. I know the Tower card isn't the best thing, you know, and it may be shocking to you. I mean, maybe that's what you were afraid of. So maybe you're shocked by the answer because maybe that's why the Tower came out. But yes, it's coming up that she is attracted to you. And you have the King of Wands too. The King of Wands is the attractive king. So she is attracted to you. So that's good to know, right, John? That was the last question I'm answering because I don't want to touch any more of this energy right now because of that other thing. I hope that helps you, John. I know, John. It's the weirdest situation. Well, it's interesting how people can be attracted to somebody, like physically attracted to them, but they may not even have like an emotional connection with them, you know? But, you know, emotions, they can happen instantly, right? But for some people, it can take time. And the Knight of Pentacles, it's time. It takes time. They consider the Knight of Pentacles slow, steady energy, the slowest night of the nights. So, but I don't like how that, like, the dealing with, I don't know why the fuck that popped up in my mind, but sometimes that's, so that's not something I would want to report to somebody. Okay. You're welcome, John. Okay, that's interesting. Might be entertaining other options. That might be what it is too. Woo! Does anybody else want to ask me a question that will make me uncomfortable to answer with tarot? Oh. Alpha, you know what's so funny? I was talking to one of my friends about you. I was telling him, I was like, you know, I haven't heard from Alpha. I hope he's okay. I even mentioned you in other lives, in other live streams. They just listened. And I even asked him, I was like, you know, I know you said you pretend that, you said she was busy. Okay. Oh, good. That's good. It's good. I'm glad she got back to you. The thing that I didn't like was the 10 of Cups with the slow night. But I don't like that came up to my mind. So yeah, well, you know, I would say still keep your guard up. You know, I was, you know, just be careful. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, no more questions, John. No more. No more about Christine. I don't want to talk about Christine anymore. No more Christine. No more Christine. Christine is making my throat dry. She's like, shut up, Tan. Mind your business. You know what's funny, John? And not funny, haha. But like funny coincidence. Because I mentioned bipolar energy. For all you know, John, you could be the empath. Sorry, because, oh, okay, because can BPD be bipolar disorder too, right? Oh my God, I'm coughing into the mic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, BPD, bipolar disorder. Bipolar. I'm counting letters. Yeah. Oh, I understand that. You definitely need to protect yourself. Because from what I understand about that is sometimes you try to change who you are to be what somebody else needs. Hi, Divya. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm good, thank you. John's girlfriend is making my throat dry. I'm sorry, John. No, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know that definitely stems from childhood. Always trying to like make yourself small so that you don't offend anybody. Keep yourself quiet because the more quiet you are, the less that they'll see you and pay attention to you or direct any negative energy or abuse towards you. And it could be emotional abuse, it could be physical abuse, neglect. So it's like, from what I understand about BPD, it's like you're constantly like shape shifting into trying to fit into certain situations so that you could fit in to be accepted. You know, so that's why you have to take care of yourself. You have to protect yourself because that's what will make you vulnerable to certain people. Yeah, you have to protect yourself. Yes, Divya, do you have a yes or no question you'd like to ask? So yeah, you have to protect yourself, John. I was coughing right into the mic. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If anybody here know, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm an oracle and tarot card reader, and I try to answer yes or no questions as honestly as I can, and explain to you why the card may come out in the reverse, which is a no, and or a yes upright. I think most people who've experienced some sort of childhood trauma or abuse usually are, because you're more sensitive and more in tune. You could sense things in the environment, in the energy, that no one who has never been in traumatic experience can discern, you know? So I feel like you're more so an empath than anything. Okay, for Divya's question, will this year bring happiness, success, and love in their life? This year. Just from what you're telling me, yes. I think it's because I can resonate with that. You know? I think for you, let me answer Divya's question first, and then me see something. So the thing about empaths, that people tend to try or try to take advantage of us. You know? They could play on our emotions. They know how to pull on those heartstrings. Okay, Devia. Hi, Devia. Yes. Yes. Your answer is yes. This year you will experience happiness, success. In your this year, you have the Temperance card. It's just a matter of you maintaining balance, you know, within balancing your passion, balancing your energy, balancing your emotions, making sure to remain grounded and stable and secure. Yeah. Yeah, you have 2 yes cards, so yes. So yes, Divya. Yeah, John, maybe they're not the best. I don't want to overgeneralize a group of women. But if you're experiencing the same pattern regardless of their ethnicity, you're attracting certain kinds of women. You're welcome, Divya. You're attracting certain kind of women, and I think you need to look at the pattern and their behavior. And before you commit or emotionally attach yourself to anybody, you have to make sure that they aren't similar to what you've experienced in the past. So you could stop repeating the pattern. Because I know men have a type, but the thing is, like, you can still have a type, like a physical type, but their behavior and actions need to align with what you want in a partner. And if there are certain behaviors you're seeing and like certain commonalities between the same type of woman you're dealing with, regardless of their ethnicity, there's certain things that are going to give it away that you need to look out for to protect yourself. And it goes with women. It's the same thing. The same advice. This is the same advice I would give to a woman. You know, this is a human thing. You know. You're welcome, Divya. And thank you for coming back, Divya. And thank you for coming back, Alpha. Okay, let's see what time it is. Ooh, it's 3:56. What they say is same person, different meat suit. So you gotta like look out for those telltale signs. Also, Alpha, I didn't even finish telling you. I told my friend, I was like, you know, I know sometimes you say you like to test people. So I accused him of pretending to be you. That like Alpha doesn't exist. Like he created Alpha Hop to try to... fuck with me. Now that I'm saying that, I was like, damn, that sounds so fucked up. are you? So, what's your name? What's your real name? Alpha. No, I was like, he made you up, like he created you. But I didn't do anything bad, so I'm good, you know? I didn't do anything to embarrass myself that can be used against me in the court of law or the court of public opinion. Romeo Santos. A bachatero. Is he like, does he do bachata? This is so bad. I don't really listen to Spanish music. Only when I'm hanging around my Dominican friends. The thing is, I don't have that many friends. Oh, I'm not answering any more questions, John. I'm tired. It's 3:56 over here in New York City. I think, you know what you should do? Look up what an empath is, John, okay? And see if that resonates with you. Because imagine a card saying, no, John, you're not an empath. And then you go Google it. And then you're like, that bitch, Tan from Artemis Oracle lied to me. You know? I have a bad sense of humor, okay? Ooh. Hi, Hera. How are you? I did a couple of readings. I was trying to do more. Let me see. Oh, you did? I know, Alpha. I know. I know. So close, but yet so far. And the thing is, if you would have messaged me back, I would have let you know, but you didn't. So I was like, I'm not gonna. I don't need to tell him then. You know, I don't need to tell him I'm here. Ah, this is why you don't leave people on red. You're lucky I didn't block you. Yeah, the energy. Oh my God, I did like 2 of them today. So which one did you see here? The one from the first one that I did earlier in the day, or the second one, the one I did later? Yeah, that's why I was like, that's why I sent you that last message, which was like supposed to be a joke. Oh, the first one? Okay, Hera. That was that. You know, sometimes I have to rewatch my videos because I say things and I'm like, oh God, what? You know, I forget. You know, and I had to revisit it. That's what helps me remember. Because sometimes I'm like, where am I getting this stuff from? Where am I getting this? Did any of them resonate with you? Yeah, I know I've been live. I've been live 3 times already within the last 12 hours. I've been live 3 times. I did less than an hour for my lunch break. Well, actually an hour. And then after work, I did 2 hours. And then now I'm on for over 2 hours. So yeah. It was awesome. I enjoyed myself. I had so much fun. Alpha is kicking his ass because he's in Seattle. Oh, for real? Well, yeah, I do call people out in a joking manner, you know. It wasn't a judgment. It was an observation, though. Because you were saying that, and then I'm like, oh, look at you, the cat calling the kettle black or whatever. Yeah, I do that. They were like, what the fuck? I don't know how to respond to that. I do that. Yeah. But I remember saying, it's not a judgment. It's an observation I'm making. No, I have fun. I have fun. I went to the Loop Lounge in the Space Needle. So it's like a fancy restaurant. I would say it's I liked it. I liked it. I had a good time. I enjoyed the food. I enjoyed the drinks. The service was really good. And then the next day I went to the aquarium. And then I went in that giant Ferris wheel that Seattle has that's next to the water. I can't believe I went on that shit because I have a fear of heights, which is weird considering I'm not scared of flying. But being in a Ferris wheel is scary to me. It's scary because, you know, it's like it's going up and then it's just going like that. But that was a smooth ride. I felt secure in that wheel thing. And then after that, I went to Shake Shack. I know, like, I could have ate Shake Shack in New York, but I was like, I wanted a burger. So I ate Shake Shack after that. And then I went back to the hotel. I rested. And then I went to my concert. And that concert, oh my God, it was so worth the trip. It was so worth it. That was the whole reason why I went to Seattle. It was to see the band Nothing More. I could have went to Portland, right? I could have gone to Colorado or Arkansas, whatever. Those would have been. But I wanted to go to Seattle. I was like, there's an opportunity to go to Seattle. I've always wanted to go there. And yeah, I want to go back to Seattle though. I do. But I want to go to the parks. Because when I was on the plane and I saw all those trees, I was like, oh my God, I love trees. I love trees so much. See, I feel like somebody is trying to fuck with your money, Alpha. I don't think they try to kill you. I think they try to fuck with your money. I think that's the best way to kill a man, like to fuck with his finances. Because I know how men like to have money. You know, that's just my opinion. I know men like having money, you know. Money is what gives man status, gives him purpose, you know, if he doesn't have another purpose. But, you know, it's that machismo thing, you know, like you have to be strong. You have to be a man and manly and have money. And it's like the 3 M's: man, money, and machismo. I'm making this shit up. I'm tired. But, oh my God, that concert was so good. It was so worth it. Like, all the bands that played that day, before the band went on, that was my first rock concert. That was my first rock concert. That was so cool. Thank you, Alpha. Okay, Devia. Wait, did I say I was going to answer more questions? I thought I was done. Because I need to rest. Because I said no to John. I said no to John, so I can't answer any more questions. I don't want to go Back on my word. It's okay. I don't want to read for you and then say no to John. That wouldn't be fair. This is me. This is Saturn. I have Libra and Saturn. I like to be fair, you know. Oh. Do you know who did it? Alpha? You know who did it? Oh, I'm messing up my cards. Let me put my cards away. Thank you to anyone to the person giving me hearts. Thank you. Oh, in New York, it's 4:10. It's 4:10 now. I don't have nowhere to be other than my bed. That's it. I'm going to give my pillow some head. Oh my God, that's a joke my friend says. Yes, 4:10 in the morning. 4:10 in the morning, yeah. Excuse me. Oh, 1:40? It's noon. That's a very lucky pillow. I'll just tell you that much. Okay. I've had no complaints. I'm tired, so I get delirious when I'm tired. No gagging. I already have dark circles, Zivia. I already have dark circles. They're hereditary. But I don't have nowhere to go, so I don't have nowhere to go, so I could stay in bed all day. Giving my pillow the time of its life. I do. I have so many. There's so many here. There's so many there, and I have another shelf. I have 2 of these with cards. I have so many cards. Okay, I put that back. All right. So I'm going to go to bed. Give my pillow some head. I made a rhyme. I hope everybody has a good... Wait, I know Alpha is 1 o'clock in the morning over there. So I hope you have a good night, Alpha. I hope you have a good day, Divya. I hope everybody has a good rest of their day, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for joining me, allowing me to read for you. And thank you for subscribing and interacting with me. I really appreciate you. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. I don't know if I'm going to go live later today, but we'll just see. So if not, I hope you have a great weekend and you take care. Bye, everyone.